I am on the road again, this time in the southeastern corner of Georgia. And y'all just hold on tight, because we've got a gorgeous trail to explore. Woodbine, Georgia is the name of the town, home of the annual Crawfish Festival in late April. It's a family-friendly event with live music, woodworking, quilting, arts and crafts, a crawfish boil, a crawfish parade featuring clowns, floats, and horses, and, now this is very exciting to me, a crawfish beauty pageant. No, they don't judge the crawfish to determine which crawfish is the prettiest. It's a human beauty pageant where young ladies of different ages are crowned Crawfish Queen. Y'all, only in the South, right? I mean, Southern culture is awesome. And I'm just excited to learn that this is even a thing here in 2024, in this era of everybody's a 10 and all bodies are beautiful. I'm just glad Woodbine still has the guts to put on a beauty pageant. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I know I'm off on a rabbit trail, but just go with me. Winning this thing could be very beneficial. Let's say, for example, that a young lady wants to eventually create a dating profile. She could say on there, you know, I like long walks on the beach, I like to laugh, I like to travel, and oh, by the way, I was once crowned Crawfish Queen. How you like me now? I'm kidding. More about crawfish and the Satilla River coming up later in the video. But first, my day began at a sleep-in in Jacksonville, Florida, with a blueberry muffin and a bowl of instant grits. Breakfast of champions, am I right? Woodbine is only a 40-minute drive from Jacksonville, but once you get there, it feels like it's worlds away. So this is Woodbine, Georgia, the county seat of Camden County, an original county established when the Georgia State Constitution was adopted way back in 1777. The history here goes all the way back to the old Woodbine plantation from the early 1800s. It was burned by Union troops during the Civil War, but subsequently restored. Then the railroad came along in 1893. James King Bedell sold a right-of-way across his land to the railroad, but required that the first rail community be named Woodbine. So there you go. Woodbine was incorporated as a town on August 13th, 1908, and the word is the common English name for the honeysuckle. Woodbine continued to grow and was reincorporated as a city in 1953. Today she covers 2.61 square miles with a population of 1,062 crawfish lovers. The town motto is, cherish yesterday, embrace today, prepare for tomorrow. Bordered by the Satilla River, Woodbine is said to be a boating and fishing paradise. But enough about Woodbine, we've got a trail to explore, the Woodbine Riverwalk. Let's go get us some crawfish, y'all.
Set out on the open road, same old place you always used to go when you were younger. Speeding through a 50 song like your dad before, you didn't even notice. The old man with silver hair sitting in his rocking chair. Soon you'll be there. forget that it leaves you feeling down and filled with some regrets. All this trick of the memory, we call them good old days. Although sweet in the moment, it's poison for you. Same old tune as you heard before, you even knew the language. With every line it draws you back to where the summer never ended. Although it's easy to remember, it's as easy to forget that it leaves you feeling down and filled with some regrets. All this trick of the memory, we call them good old days. Although sweet in the moment, it's poison for you. It's poison for you.
Before leaving town, I found what has to be the coolest place to eat in Woodbine. Stick around for a tour of Captain Stan's Smokehouse later in the video. But first, a closer look at this Riverwalk. Okay, it's got a bit of an identity crisis going on. I saw lots of different signs with different names. I saw Georgia Coast Rail Trail. I saw Satilla Walk. I saw Woodbine Recreational Trail and Coastal Georgia Greenway. Meanwhile, All Trails just calls it the Woodbine Riverwalk, so I went with that. It's really like 3 trails in one. There's the long concrete straightaway beginning opposite the river. This part's a little boring, to be quite honest, but it does have some interesting plants alongside the trail and lots of standing water on either side of the path. It's a little swampy. I've noticed that trails in South Georgia and northern Florida tend to be that way. This section of the Riverwalk is mainly just a good way for local folks to get some exercise. There is apparently a mountain bike course that is accessible from this Riverwalk. As you come into town, there are restrooms and some fitness equipment for those who might enjoy free outdoor exercise. Then we get to part 2, the curved scenic section that passes alongside some historic homes and beneath the moss-covered trees. This part of the path has an old South feel to it, and it's just very pleasant and peaceful. Last but certainly not least is the actual Riverwalk section of the trail. Best place to access the Riverwalk is the Satilla River Waterfront Park, which is the site of the annual Crawfish Festival. There's a bandstand here, restrooms, pavilions, and other outdoor spaces. Even a crawfish statue. How about that? boardwalk travels west along the edge of the Satilla River underneath the US 17 bridge and up onto the old railroad bed, which has been transformed into a beautiful walkway. There are plenty of signs along the way to keep you informed of what you're looking at and experiencing. The Satilla is roughly a 200-mile river that touches 15 Georgia counties before eventually emptying into the Atlantic Ocean. By the way, if you've not done so already, I would kindly implore of you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, ring the bell for notifications. And if you do so before midnight tonight, I will send you an application for your daughter, maybe your granddaughter, maybe your niece, to enter the Miss Crawfish Pageant. You could have a crawfish queen in your house. So hurry, don't delay, and stick around for our Joyful Trails star rating coming up at the end of this video. But first, before my day was done, I took an outdoor seat at Captain Stan's Smokehouse. Now this place was cool. Reminded me of something out of the Florida Keys. At the time of my visit, it was just 2 days before Christmas, so the outdoor fire felt nice. And that rib sandwich really hit the spot. I can highly recommend Captain Stan's Smokehouse in Woodbine, Georgia. A couple more things about crawfish. One is that the actual name is supposedly crayfish, according to the interwebs. Something about Europeans, I don't know. Apparently we Southerners changed it from crayfish to crawfish, and I support that move because I just think crawfish sounds better. But how do you eat a crawfish? Well, according to the late Ella Brennan, former owner of a famous New Orleans restaurant, you should eat every part but the shell. Quoting her now, "All the meat is in the tail, but the fat in the head is delicious. I like to pull the meat from the tail with my teeth, then suck the head and eat it all together." All in all, this is a great little trail in Woodbine. Well taken care of, with history, nature, and a lot of variety, and some awesome views of the river. 4 stars for the Woodbine Riverwalk in Woodbine, Georgia.